I really need to find an intro. What's going on, guys? So a lot of people been covering the Diddy trial. It's my first time speaking about it. Been a little busy as of late trying to get a few things in order, but let's get straight to it. Being found not guilty on the heavy charges, the sex trafficking and racketeering, only being found guilty of like transporting for prostitution. That's a big W for P. Diddy. But when it comes to like these celebrities, a lot of these celebrities are into that weird, freaky shit. You know, a lot of them are into it. And his personal life had to be put on blast by people who were willing participants in this life. They try to say that, oh, he forced me to do this, he forced me to do that. Sometimes that may be the case, but he was found not guilty for those charges. But a lot of your favorite athletes, actors are into like a lot of weird stuff in their bedroom, and P. Diddy just goes on trial for being a freaky ass nigga, just being overly aggressive. You know, he likes a certain type of thing, and he's gonna get it done. And I don't know if you guys like looked at like the court filings or like some of the testimony, or your boy was into some weird stuff. All right, to say the least. But they're pushing the sentencing out to October 3rd, and that's what 3 months away from when he was found not guilty, and he has to stay locked up for 3 more months. That's a bit excessive. Okay, you already found the guy guilty. He already surrendered his passport. He's doing this, he's doing that. I don't think he's going to get 20 years for what they say he did. I doubt it, but you never know when it comes to the criminal justice system. They might try to throw the book at him. They couldn't get him on what they wanted to get him on, so they're not gonna go lazily into the night. And the people on the jury was probably like, oh well, we'll just find him guilty of something. What's the worst that can happen? It's not like they're looking at 30 years for like the whole RICO charge, but they're just gonna say, oh well, we can find him guilty of something, give the victim some closure, and he's gonna get a fine and a slap on the wrist. They was like, nah, none of that. Keep him locked up. So I'm pretty sure that I don't know if they're gonna try to go for the max sentence for his charges, but I'm leaning towards that, because why wouldn't you let him out for something as simple? Simple. The simple charges are really what's keeping him in. And some people saying it's because of Cassie. She just had a baby. She was pregnant on the stand, saying she doesn't feel safe. She feels that there's going to be some kind of retaliation. Had Kid Cudi on the stand. It was a plethora of things. But the real victim in all of this to me, okay, this is going off the topic a little bit, is Cassie's husband. All right, having not known that, or having known that and having to sit through that, it's got to be got to be demoralizing for that young man, especially if she ain't doing none of that stuff no more. Especially she ain't doing none of that stuff no more. Especially she done hung it up, and now you're like, damn, I'm trying to see what that's about, and now she done left this man and found boundaries, and now she ain't doing all the stuff she did in her prime. She ain't putting up her prime numbers. But that's something I was saying. Like I just kind of feel bad for the husband and all of this. Cassie, I would a little bit, but it's like, whatever, bro. You was out here making, you was having a blast while doing it, and I guess now, regret could be a deciding factor in that. But I don't know. How you guys feel about it? What you guys think is going on, man? But I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. Peace.